Hey, what's going on? I'm Devin,
I'm Jeff.
and we are Basic Bros Reaction. Hey, what is going on? It's Basic Bros Reactions here, and we are continuing on with our little mini series where we are reacting to some of the Girls Planet 99 different performances and whatnot. And so today we're going to be checking out a few of the Connect missions. And so for this one, since I don't know how much you've been keeping up with Girls Planet at all. Okay, so for this one, the members basically they got to pick groups, and so
that's so terrible, like picking groups, and I always get like anxiety. Like, oh my god, why did you pick? Or
So they would individually they would decide on if they wanted to be like in a group of 3, in a group of 6, or a group of 9, or those numbers may not be exact, but and so depending on what group they picked. If they're group 1 out of the 2 teams, or maybe 4 or 6 teams that were competing with that, they would get a voter boost divided between the members.
Okay.
So if you did a group of 3 and you won that, then the votes would be like 33%. But if you were in like a group of 9, then it would only be like 11% or something like that. But still, it's still a bonus and whatnot. And so we're gonna check out a few. We're gonna check out 2 of the performances, and these are 2 that I kind of enjoyed the most, or heard the most about, I should say. I haven't actually seen them all the way through, but I've just heard great things about it. But if this is the type of content that you like, make sure and let us know down in the comments, and we'll continue. Or if there's
if you absolutely hate it and you want us to stop, just show up on my feed, just let us know too.
We take any kind of criticism.
If you absolutely hate this, let us know. We'll just stop doing it. We'll stop wasting our time.
Yes. But with this one had a little bit of drama, because we're going to be doing first with the team that won, and they did to Little Mix's Salute.
Ooh, okay.
And one of the members who was the leader, there was a little controversy that was going on because and there's been a debate about it with Mnet and evil editing and stuff like that.
Editing is evil.
Where basically they were showing the person who was a leader essentially saying like, be quiet, I don't care what you guys have to say, we need to continue going. Like that type of thing. But a lot of people were saying that, and then during when they were doing like a little practice or whatever, they asked who choreographed it, and the one that they were kind of doing the editing to, they showed a clip of her saying it was me, when it was supposedly like 5 or 6 girls coming together. But people were putting together, who are fans of the girl, were putting together the clips, and they were showing like how girls' hair were different, and they were doing a lot of cutting. So they could have taken like a clip of like her saying like, who's the leader or something like that, and she's saying it's me, but then edited so it looked like she was saying that she choreographed it and whatnot.
That's why I don't believe anything on reality TV. You know what I mean? Like it's just all like so skewed. And it's kind of terrible, like honestly, like I feel like if you're the person in charge of editing and they want the producers like saying like, oh, edit it so it'll look like this, like it's kind of like, I feel like it's like an ethical kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like where you just I feel like my conscience would not be able to, like, I would not want to do that, like, hey, no, that's not what happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you look at like these reality TV shows, like there's literally a storyteller or script or something like that, like write or whatever, so they're producing stories and whatnot. And then another thing they were talking about was that the translation, because like even that's why whenever we're discussing stuff, I like try to be aware that things don't translate 100% from language to language. And so with this contestant being a Chinese trainee, some of the things that you're saying might not have been translated correctly, and like everything like that, or made it, and so it's just a lot going on. But it's been kind of sad to see, because she was originally like in the top 9 and kind of consistently being in the top 9, and after like this episode and everything like that, like I believe she's not even in the top 20 anymore. So it's like so it's just really like it's kind of
Yeah. Because then I get it. Like, honestly, I get both sides. Like, I get, like, the editing, or even if she was like that, I get it's the competition. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
and I think
I don't know.
I think that, like, a lot of people, because people are, like, always, like, we want idols to be real, and we want these, we want them to be more authentic and stuff like that. And it's like when they show stuff like this, like, you get mad and you go and attack them. It's like, if you're working in a group, if you're working in a group project, like, these aren't girls who know each other, have been friends, been training for years together. These are literally people who've been put together, who all want the same goal and stuff like that. And in her group, she was the only person who was, like, in the top 9. So everybody else in her group are like trying to fight, and so, like, there's a lot of pressure. And I think people sometimes, when they're, like, coming after these trainees or saying, like, oh, she's rude or, like, whatever, have to remember that this is a competition, and they don't, like, they're not. Honestly, even though they're friends, like, they're not friends, they don't know each other that well.
And even like it's like high stress. You know what I mean? Like, I can see, like, she could have been nice the entire day, but had, like, one frustrated moment, and then that's blown up. You know what I mean? So because she's only human and it's high stress, and maybe she's trying to help the other girls, like, bring them up as well, like, to help them improve or whatever. You know what I mean?
And in what they were showing too, it was like the girls were just kind of going back and forth, but they weren't progressing with the dance, because they kept, like, they weren't moving in this and so I think that that's, even though I wouldn't have been that assertive, like, I wouldn't have been like that to the point, I would have been in that same lane of like, hey guys, we got to keep it moving, because we have only a certain amount of time that we can practice. If we're going back and forth and trying to, like, not actually moving forward, what are we doing, type of thing. So I get where she was coming from, but it was just kind of like, it was sad to see, because she was one of my favorite Chinese trainees, and so to see her fall so much in over this, and then actually, because, like I said, because she was one of the ones that I liked, I actually, like, looked into it a little bit more, and I was seeing all this stuff, and I was like, oh man, this is,
it's intense. Yes, crazy.
Yes. But I guess we'll see. I guess we will just go ahead and we will get into the performance that caused all this drama. But, and even with all the drama, they still won. Like, so
I mean, hard work.
So we will go ahead and get into this in 3, 2, 1. She's the leader, and she was the one that,
okay. Oh, so that's a lot of girls in this group. Wow.
I think this is 9, maybe 11, I don't know.
Gosh, they're so, like, really tight group.
Yeah.
And this is, like, their own choreography that they made up?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was like a little tears. I thought she was like gonna bite her lip off.
God, like start bleeding and shit. Oh my God. They're really good. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that was the one that won. That was the
yes.
one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that was like a really, really powerful performance. I think the choreography was really, really good. Yeah, they like for all that drama that was going on, like you couldn't really tell because they like
they were really on point. So.
Yeah, and just very powerful performance. I think they were really able to show off their strengths in that, which was really cool to see.
Yep. So so this next group, is it like 9 people as well? Or?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And so this one.
I'm actually surprised that there's more 9 people. Like they chose to do larger groups. Is it maybe so that they're not as like singing or up front as much, maybe like so they have a little bit of a break with the dancing? Because I would think that more like just strategy wise they would want to do smaller groups would have more percentage of the vote. You know what I mean? Or more time on the
with the spotlight. 9, like with the 9-person group, there was only 2 groups, and then when you go lower, there was more groups to compete against.
Oh, so, like, that makes
6,
sense. Oh yeah,
like
okay.
4 groups and
everything
that
makes sense. Okay.
And then each group like had like a focus, like these were kind of like dance focused, but then there was like vocal or rap and like different things
That's
like
cool,
that too as well. So that kind of played a part into it as well. So we're gonna check out the other group, and they did Ice Cream, and I haven't seen this performance, but I've heard a lot about it because a lot of people were actually surprised that this group didn't win because they thought that this was like a really, really good performance and everything. And the team got along really well. They gelled really well. They didn't really have too many issues or anything like that. And so I guess we'll check this out and then we can see.
But they didn't win, so.
No, so
right? Okay, I guess we'll see.
So we see where all that team bonding got them. All right, we will get into the reaction in 3, 2, 1.
Like the other group is definitely more technical though, right? With choreography. That's cool. maybe I shouldn't. You shouldn't have told me who won. You know what I mean? Like, but then because then I was like, oh yeah, I can kind of see they're not. You know, like, but I wonder if that was in the back of my head that they were like the losers, where I'm like, oh, that wasn't as good. You know, oh wow.
So if we do it next time, yes, I won't say anything.
Yeah, then I'll see. Yeah, I'll have to decide for myself. But no, I think the entire time I was like, oh yeah, the other group was more tight knit and all this, but I just wonder if it's just because this is in the back of my mind where I'm like, oh yeah, like I don't know.
Well, I think, first of all, I didn't like their costuming or the costumes, outfits in this. Especially compared to the other group, it kind of just seemed a little cheap. I don't mean to be like, I don't mean to say, but like the other, I don't know.
It seems like, I know what you're talking about. It just seemed like, it didn't seem as tight as other groups.
Yes, like
I didn't know what the wording is.
Like, like the other group seemed very cohesive.
Yes.
Like these just kind of seemed like we're gonna
like a talent show.
Yeah, and like we're just gonna grab like, some just put this and
what are you gonna wear? Okay, I'll wear I'll wear this. I
feel like that was first of all, that was a little distracting to me when I was like even starting to compare. I think that the first group was more powerful and had like bigger, more explosive moves.
Yes.
I think that the second group had good moves, and I like their transitions and different things like that. But I
don't know.
There was just something about the first
something
group,
lacking.
But I felt like there was a little bit more. They both did a good job of conveying the concept of the song, because like with Ice Cream it was very cutesy. With Salute it was very powerful. And I'm trying not to because I tend to normally like the powerful vibe more than necessarily the cute vibe. So I'm trying to pull myself away from just to that. But I like the formations, and I felt like with the second group there was a little bit, in general, it seemed like a little bit more unity as opposed to the first group. It felt like good dancers doing the same routine, but they didn't feel quite as a whole this cohesiveness. With the second group, there felt like there was a little bit more cohesiveness, but then there was also a lot of like solo dance breaks and different things like that too. That kind of
I felt it was weird. No, I agree.
A little bit too.
Like they're just like slow dance breaks, and like they're just standing on the side. Like I feel like the other group instead of standing on the side, they had like levels, or
and they were hidden shapes while one in the as opposed to kind of like standing there,
it was
type of thing. And so, but I still think that it was really good, and it was like really cute, and they did like a really good job. So I could see why people would enjoy that as well and whatnot. And I feel like it would, like, even though like I said I probably prefer the first group more, I could see why people would be like, oh well, the second group was really good too, or whatnot. Like it wasn't like
I don't know. I think it was just like, I don't know. I think in the back of my mind, I'm just like, oh, they were the losers. Like, so I was like, oh, they weren't as good. But no, I think that they were cute. Like, that's like the song. So it really portrayed the song well. But no, I don't know what it was. I can't put my finger on it. I just feel like it just wasn't, I just kept on saying the same thing. It just wasn't as tight as the first group. Like, it just felt like a little talent showy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it wasn't as cohesive as a group as the first one. The first one I felt like was more like a tight-knit group, all of this. I feel like this one was just kind of like a lot of cute girls together, but it just didn't seem like, to me that it was very united. That was just my vibe. So
I felt like with the first group there was like kind of dynamics to the dance, and it kind of I felt like with the second group it was like kind of cute moves put together, but not like a.
It was just like, I felt like it was just kind of all over. To me, I felt like just kind of all over the place with choreography. It was cute, but then I just felt like it was just all over the place to me. I don't know. But I guess let us know in the comments below what you guys thought of the song, the performances, and if you guys agree, disagree on the winner, loser.
Yeah, definitely let us know. Comment. Yes. We want to hear your guys' input.
Hate this series as well.
Let us know what you thought. If you disagree with us about Ice Cream and you thought that clearly should have won, like let us know. Like let's talk about it.
I'll like, oh no, you're right. That was just me. Exactly. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, ding the bell, and then follow us on IG as well. Thanks again for tuning in to Basic Resurrection.